Good morning, everyone. Art Gramahe here, Father Art, and this is my podcast, Art and Soul. It's on my experiences here helping my mother, who is 99. Her name is Ursula Soling Soul, and I'm Art, and we're Art and Soul. She's talking in her sleep now. I'm not sure if my makeshift sound room catches that or not, or blocks it out, but I might have to interrupt this podcast depending on if she gets up or not. I want to talk about intentionality. It's something that I've been trying to work on uh, at certain times in my life more than others, and now I I need it here to be intentional about actions. I can react to things, and when I react, that's when I get frustrated. I realize that in my mind, and I try my best, but sometimes I just react. It's usually when I'm doing something or in the middle of something and I'm focused and I'm thinking, well, my mom should be whatever, eating or sitting by the chair looking out the window at the birds. But she doesn't want to do that. And so whatever I'm doing can get interrupted. And that's when I can get frustrated. This happens at night, obviously, when I'm sleeping. I don't need much sleep at night, but when I am sleeping, it's a deep sleep. So when I'm awakened, because mom needs to get up, I generally respond okay, but sometimes I react, and then I get frustrated. Then I frustrate her. So with intentionality, I try to act instead of react. And so one of the, I don't know, little tricks, things that have tried, I've tried a lot of trial and error things, but it's just to take a couple of deep breaths before I enter her room, like at the middle of in the middle of the night. But also there was this wonderful insight with the prayer, the Hail Mary prayer. I'll just say two of the lines of that prayer, and it seems to focus my mind toward this intentionality, thus making it easier to act instead of react. But the two lines from that prayer before I attend to her are Hail Mary, full of grace. So, Hail Mary, full of grace, bringing grace into the moment. Because in my mind, I believe there's grace everywhere, and we're just too blind to see it usually. And then the other line I use in that prayer is pray for us sinners. And when I say that, I'm thinking primarily of myself as a sinner. So I've noticed that when I pause and don't immediately jump into action, which is kind of my MO, when I pause, take a couple of deep breaths and or say these two lines, Hail Mary, full of grace, and pray for us sinners, I the outcome is almost always positive. I'm more intent on acting well and responding well, and not out of frustration and not out of reaction. So those are some of the thoughts that I've had today is this intentionality. So I'm trying to bring that into other aspects of life too. Here at the house, it's easy to try to multitask, but once I get a lot of things going at once, and my mind scatters, and then I remember, no, one thing at a time is best. One thing at a time. So I know that's not always even ideal. Like I'm doing laundry right now, so I'm not gonna sit by the dryer and just wait till the dryer finishes. I'm gonna do other things while the clothes are drying, like this podcast. But generally speaking, I think doing one thing at a time instead of trying to do multiple things is best in this area of intentionality. I think I'm more focused. I think I'm happier. I think my mind is not so scattered and divided, and that's a good thing. So, intentionality. I don't have much more to say, and I'm only 6.5 minutes into this. Generally, I try to keep these podcasts between 10 and 15 minutes, so maybe today it'll be a more brief version. Things are going all right here. Really, nothing notable. Just mundane, the mundane routine of the day. So, thank you for listening. I appreciate you taking some time to hear my thoughts on trying to be the best help I can be for my mother. I am going to pray for you, whoever you are, and I hope once in a while you remember my mother and me in your prayers too.